I was not prepared for how emotional my trip to the DMZ would be and what it would be like to look at North Korea for the first time. As I was standing looking across the border into a country I probably will never be allowed into, I was overwhelmed with sadness for all of the people who had stared across the border from the other direction and had just wished and hoped and prayed to be right where I was standing. People don't even choose to flee over the DMZ. It is so heavily militarized that it makes it a nearly impossible task, although someone, I guess, had escaped from the north into the south several weeks before I got there. But people usually go north across rivers into China, which is still enemy territory, and it often takes them years before they can actually make it to South Korea. That is, if they don't get caught, killed, or trafficked by the brokers they're paying to help them escape. I had always had this fascination with communist dictatorships, and especially North Korea, but it all kind of clicked in a really human way for me as I was standing there, and I realized that the real emotion to be feeling was not fascination. When I got back to Seoul, I was led off onto this street corner that was really, really busy, and there were all sorts of food vendors and people laughing and chatting and hanging out with their friends. And I realized that had they been born only 120 miles north, their lives would look so much different. And same goes for me. North Korea now has nuclear capabilities, and it is unlikely that this dictatorship will end. It feels very hopeless. I just want to express some gratitude about being born a free person in a free country. I know we have problems, but they pale in comparison. And I just want to remind everyone to pray for people who are living under this dictatorship in North Korea. Thank you so much.